your wheel in first, okay? Then your bearing. This is your free fitting bearing, which then goes on. You put your next piece on. So what is the next step? The most important thing is that this system needs to be tightened. So we put on our next bearing, and then we tighten the system. Tighten the system. Use your Allen key, which is provided in our kit, and you tighten the system. Now the system is tightened. This control, the main control, which is the arm, which is we like to call the arm control, controls the height. It controls the height of which you will adjust to the thickness of your granite. Once you've got this control at the desired place that you want to put it, set it, you will then lock your system with this. Put your Allen key in and you just tag it a bit just to make sure that it's tight, because this machine spins at between 7,000 and 10,000 RPM. With that there is some sort of vibration, but if you lock this in place, then the vibration is minimal. We will then put the machine down. You adjust, it's very simple. You adjust the center wheel to the height of your granite. A general rule is take a piece of straight edge or whatever, and you just make sure that this height basically you adjust your height. Now you've got your height. So what's the next step? The next step is you lock the system up. Your system is locked, everything is in place. This now doesn't move anywhere. Even though it has a bit of, this handle, the main handle has a bit of tolerance. So if it moves, like, there's nothing to be worried about. It is normal. Okay, for demonstration purposes, we will now get the engineer to demonstrate the ability of the HJ-40. Can I? Surface preparation is very important when you're using the HJ-40. We must always make sure that the surface is clean. The granite must be smooth, dust particles must be all off in order for you to get an effective result. If that is not done, then you might create a problem with scratching. So make sure that your surface is always clean before you start. And the most important aspect of the HJ-40 is that the granite that you're going to be working on, the piece of granite that you're working on, it's very, very important that the stone is cut. The cut is very smooth. As you can see, the cut is exceptionally clean. It was cut with a bridge saw. So that's very important. If your cut is not straight, your result is not going to be straight. So let's keep that in mind as well. He's now locking the system up, preparing to demonstrate the HJ-40. As you can see, very simple. We're checking the height. Making sure that the system is locked in place. Very, very important, the height adjustment. The bearing wheel must be in line the bottom of the granite to make sure that it doesn't surpass its distance, because that will create a problem. Make sure that you lock the system. As you can see, the water pressure is exceptionally important. Without this kind of pressure, your machine will not work effectively. So one thing that we have to keep in mind is that your water pressure has to be high in order for you to get an effective result. If your water pressure is low, you will have some sort of scratching on your surface. So number one, let's get the water pressure right, and number two, make sure that the surface of the stone is clean.